from now on, I'll be uploading on Thursdays instead of Tuesdays, and I'll explain why in the video. Today, I am in high school, like I've been for the last month. I'm a freshman, so today, I'm going to take you on a tour of how high school virtually is going. So first, I'm going to start with the classes that I've been required to take this year. So one of the classes I have to take is science, and every 9th grader takes biology. Then another class I have to take is English, and every 9th grader takes English 9, because it's 9th grade English. Then we also have math, which I have to take, and some kids are taking algebra and some kids are taking geometry because some kids in middle school either did pre-algebra in 7th and 8th grade, and some kids only did it in 7th grade. And I was one of the kids that did pre-algebra entirely in 7th grade, so I finished with algebra in 8th grade. So this year I am doing geometry for my math. Then I have to take PE, and then there's also a 1 semester of health I have to take, and I actually combined both of them into one class, which I will talk about later. Then there's an option to take an elective, and you have to take 17 semesters of electives throughout your high school. So obviously one of my classes this year is an elective, and that is Intro to Psychology. It's only for 1 semester, and then the next semester I'm going to do a different elective, but I'm excited to tell you guys about that class. And then foreign languages actually count as an elective. I know it says up here arts or foreign language. It says somewhere up there. The only foreign language that counts in that category is sign language, because it's like kind of an art, I think. But it said that any other languages will count as electives at the end. So the language that I am taking and I am planning to take throughout the entire high school, because I love this language so much, is French. So technically I'm going to get 4 semesters of my 17 electives this year, and I don't fulfill the art credit this year, but I will do it later on. So anyways, now I'm going to talk about how virtual school is going, because in my school we're doing everything online through Zoom. And virtual learning has really affected the schedule of the school. Basically, I have classes 1, 3, and 5 on Mondays and Thursdays. And then I have classes 2, 4, and 6 on Tuesdays and Fridays. And each of those classes run an hour and 43 minutes. And in that hour and 43 minutes, part of the time we're on Zoom, or all of the time, it's the teacher's choice. And if they choose to let us off Zoom for part of the time, we have to work on worksheets, basically. So that leaves with Wednesday. So you're probably wondering, what do you do on Wednesday? Well, Wednesday is the no Zoom day. This is the day where all the teachers just assign worksheets, and you're supposed to work on the worksheets for each class at least half an hour. So that's why I actually changed my uploading schedule to Thursdays, because high school's really busy, so I kind of rest on the weekend. But since I don't have much work on Wednesdays, I film videos on Wednesdays. Today is a Wednesday, and I get them edited on Wednesday so that I can upload them on Thursday, which is when you guys are going to see the videos. And if you're wondering how worksheets are, we're doing everything through Google Classroom. So all of the teachers post assignments on Google Classroom, and we have to complete them there, and then we turn it in, and we do everything digitally, basically. So that's how virtual school is currently going. Okay, so finally comes the most interesting part. I'm going to go in detail of each class and talk about each class, and I have all the materials here. So class number 1, the thing I have early in the morning on Mondays and Thursdays, is French class. So what I do for French class is we have this French to English dictionary. I have not used that yet. Then I also have this 3-subject notebook, because I think we're going to be talking about 3 different French-related things. I know one is culture and one is vocabulary. I don't remember what the 3rd section is for, but we haven't done anything in the notebook yet, which I'll explain why. And then we have this book that says d'accord, which literally just means, oh god, there's a hair in my mouth, which literally just means okay. But I'm excited to see what's in here. And we also have not read this yet, and the reason why we haven't used anything yet is because we are still doing a bit review from the last level in middle school. I completed French 1, so this is French 2. So for the first few weeks, we are reviewing, and tomorrow during class, we get to watch a French movie, and we're doing that every month, which is so awesome. And then for worksheets in French, basically homework, that's all through Google Classroom. Then the second class we have here is biology, which there is nothing. There is a textbook, but the teacher said we'll be using it only 3 times during the entire year. So basically the only thing we do is listen to him on Zoom and then do Google Classroom worksheets. We don't have a notebook, we don't take notes. So yeah, that's that. All right, the next class we have is class number 3, which is psychology. And there's quite a bit for this class, and it's been interesting is a good way to describe it. So first we have my notebook, which has been filled with some messy notes, which I kind of need to redo because they've been really messy. And these notes are separate. They're not about psychology. Basically, we're having this fun project right now where we got partnered up with somebody we've never met in the class, and that class has freshmen and seniors and juniors and everybody. So I got actually partnered with a senior, and we have to get to know each other and then introduce each other to the class, which is really interesting. And then we have the psychology book. It's called Psychology and You, and I'm actually reading the first part of it tonight. So that is going to be fun. And we're also doing this gender experiment where you get sit in a group and you have to create an experiment, and the experiment me and my group are doing is we're going to see whether more males or females are walking dogs, because I love dogs and I think that's going to be really interesting. So the next class we have here, class number 4, is fitness and nutrition, which is that combo class between PE and health, which I was talking about. And the book for this class is the health textbook, and basically this is all what we need for this class, besides of course Google Classroom. Every time we finish reading a chapter from the book, basically we have to do a mini short quiz on Google Classroom about what we read, and then we also have to fill out exercise journals on Google Classroom. That's all digital, making sure that we did our PE stuff. So that's how that class is, and it's been okay for now. All right, then the next class has been one of my favorite. It is class number 5, the last class I have on Mondays and Thursdays. It is geometry, and this textbook is huge. And I love this class so much because our teacher is so sweet, and he basically is pretty lenient on us, and he makes the class really easy and fun and enjoyable. And math is already one of my stronger subjects, so it's just a great class. And we also have some materials for the class. We have a protractor. It's made out of paper though, but I'm getting a real one soon. And then we have a folder for this class. What? We have a folder because we actually do our work on paper. That's right. He tells us what the assignment is on Google Classroom. We look in our textbooks and we do it on sheets of paper. So this class is actually the only non-digital worksheet or homework class I have, because there's some classes where I have notebooks, but that's just for notes. That's not for doing assignments. So this is the only class where we do assignments non-digitally, which I think is pretty interesting. Okay, so then the last class we have is class 6, the most obvious class, English class. So we are reading 2 books currently in English, and I have all the books for the rest of the year as well, but I did not choose to show 7 books. But one of those books are Romeo and Juliet, so I'll be reading Shakespeare this year. So the book we're reading as a class right now is called Inherit the Wind, about a trial that happened in the 1920s. And then we also have this one, which is one we're supposed to read independently by November. And unfortunately, I have not started it yet, so that's going to have to happen soon. And then in this class, I'm supposed to have a notebook. These are not assignments. We do all the assignments, even though there aren't many assignments, there are just a few projects, and basically our homework is to read. These is actually a folder of just notes because I ran out of notebooks, so I need to get a notebook for this class going so I can transfer the notes into the notebook. Basically, geometry will then become my only folder class. So yeah, then this folder will have to go. So basically, this is all my classes, and the class I will be taking next semester instead of psychology Psychology, and you. Currently, I'm thinking will be AP Human Geography. So that will become my first AP classes. None of these classes are currently AP. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are also my age in high school, let me know how your virtual experiences are going right now. And let me know if you found this interesting and you want to see me do more tours. And if so, what do you want to see on those tours? And most importantly, first make sure to subscribe because it'll help my channel blossom and I would love to see you do that. And remember to smile, shine, and be happy. Bye-bye!